What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on Draftkings for Monday, February 1st. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, let me know in the comment section who are your favorite plays on DK for tonight's slate. We're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant, Josh Richardson, Cam Reddish, and Hassan Whiteside on the outside looking in. Who will be my top favorites for today? It's time to find out. First up, if you're looking for some value, point guard and shooting guard eligibility on maladon. He's 4,300 now, so the price is starting to climb, but he's looked pretty good in this increased role for Maladon with George Hill out, projected for 23.5. Goals about 37. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. I'm giving him 29 minutes, 18% usage, 11 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, 1 stock. It's baseline stuff. He's a 0.8 guy, but you're betting on the minutes. Taking on a Houston team that doesn't have much of a defensive identity, mild pace up spot. Really, getting dual eligibility at 4,300 for a starting point guard, I don't need much else to see. That's why Maladon moves into that number 5 spot. As value opens up throughout the day, he will come down in his overall sim odds, but that doesn't change my thought process. He looks like a really nice value, regardless of what happens on the rest of the slate. Sticking around in Oklahoma City, number 4, Darius Baisley, small forward, power forward eligibility, 5,100, 27 fantasy point projection. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. 29 minutes, 19% usage, 12.5 points, 7 boards. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy in this game. And it's sort of the same thing. It's a pace-up spot against a bad defense. Baisley plays pretty good run. I think that he could actually play 30 minutes or 31 minutes, but I'm honestly a little nervous that if I project him higher, he ends up in everything. 29 minutes gets him to my number 4 spot overall. I just really like getting to Oklahoma City and to the Houston side of this game. I think it's a really nice fantasy spot just because of how bad Houston's defense is. I'm betting on SGA. I'm betting on Maladon. I'm betting on potentially Al Horford. Not showing up in the next 3 picks or anything, but I really like getting to Oklahoma City, and that puts Darius Baisley at my number 4 spot. But we're still not done with Oklahoma City. Shooting guard, small forward eligibility. You guys know how much I love the guard forward stuff. 4,200 for Lou Dort. Projected for 24. The goal is 36. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. 31 minutes. Neutral usage, 20%. He's just shy of a 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy, 15 points, 4 boards. You're hoping he can grab some steals. And again, the same defensive matchup against Houston. Bad defense, a slight pace up spot. For Dort, though, he just simply fits at a price tag and a position. Guard, shooting guard, small forward, guard, forward, utility. 5 of the 8 spots on DraftKings can be filled by Lou Dort, and that flexibility is massive. $4,200 price tag, also nothing to shake a stick at. I'm not trying to jam in Dort and Baisley and Maladon into every single lineup that I have. By the way, you're going to see SGA, so buckle up for that one. But I really like rotating through all of them. You can get any combination of 2 of them, even 3 of them, not a huge issue. Just be aware of what you're putting together, but there's a lot of value to go around on Oklahoma City, and I am focused on it today. Now, he's a little bit more expensive here than he is on FanDuel, but number 2, Will Barton, shooting guard, small forward eligibility, so that same benefit as Lou Dort, 4,800, projected for 27. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. I'm not expecting Gary Harris to play. PJ Dozier already out, so Barton takes the minutes bump up to 33 minutes, 18% usage, 13 points, 5 boards, 3 assists. It's a pace-neutral matchup. He's actually worse in a starting lineup role, or at least playing bigger minutes. He just plays alongside Jokic and Murray a little bit more, so some of his rates actually come down. So he's normally a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy. I'm more in like the 0.83 range for today. It's not stopping me at all. The flexibility is everything I'm looking for. 4,800, not all that problematic of a price tag. I prefer if he were cheaper, but he just makes everything work. The combination of Barton and Dort really allows you to shift some pieces around, pay up in different spots. Will Barton is the number 2 contender, and I think I've already spoiled who number 1 is. But before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for 50K. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. You don't want to miss these sim results as we get closer to lock. And dive into the comment section and let me know who you're liking on DraftKings for today. There he is, the fourth representative from the Oklahoma City Thunder in the top 5. Point guard eligibility, 8,100. It's Shai GilgeousAlexander, 43.5 fantasy points. The goal's 50, and he's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. 34 minutes, a 1.28 fantasy point per minute guy against a stinky Houston defense. 23 points, 5.5 rebounds, 7 assists, almost 2 stocks. Guy's doing a little bit of everything, and he is running the entire show for Oklahoma City. I play him constantly. I'm never mad about it. I think the floor is high. I think the ceiling is also high. And clearly I have no problem pairing him with other guys on the Oklahoma City Thunder. So, Shai GilgeousAlexander is the #1 contender on DraftKings for today's slate. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my contenders for Monday, February 1st on DraftKings. I will be on live before lock tonight at 6:30 with Chris Spags. Tune into that. We'll be going for 90 minutes, so you don't want to miss it. I'll drop my updates just before we go live. And then I'm on the strategy show tomorrow with Dave Lochran. But these contender videos, they're not going anywhere. Thank you for watching. Good luck today, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow morning.